What's going on, guys? Dmitry with My Trading Profit here. In today's weekly forecast, we're going to start with the dollar index, crude oil, and gold before looking at major currency pairs. We will take a look at what I think is going to happen and the areas to watch. So let's get started right now. Just would like to start off by saying that today's video is for educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. My opinion is not intended as a trading advice, investment advice, or anything of that nature. Please scroll down to the bottom of the page and read a full disclaimer. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like down below. All right, guys, first up is the US dollar index. As you can see, the price rebounded off the 97.10 level and closed above the trend line. The most recent lower high has also been broken, which means that the current momentum is bullish, but the real shift in momentum is going to happen only if the price closes above the 97.75 area. And if that happens, then I would see a retest and continuation to level 98.20. So the 97.75 is going to be a critical area for the dollar, and I will be watching how the price reacts in case of the rejection of this level. Is the price going to go sideways in a flat formation? Or is it going to have a strong sell-off? Either way, there is no clear direction at this moment in time, and my bias would be neutral for the next week. But I do think that in the near future, we might see some kind of pullback to retest the key level of 97.35. And if that happens, if the price stays above this level, then we might see a continuation to test the 97.75 area again. All right, let's have a look at gold. As you can see, last week, there was a false break below the supply and demand zone, and then the price went back inside of the accumulation area. We also closed above the key level, and I do think that this could be a bullish signal because the price broke the most recent lower high, and it starts to look like a head and shoulders pattern on the 4-hour, which means that the price is going to have a continuation to the upside. The counter trend line was also broken, which also confirms the uptrend direction. So if the price next week closes above the 1561.38 and retests it, then I would say a continuation to 1583.80 and then also possibly to the next target of 1618.997. If on the other hand, the price breaks below this accumulation area and closes below this level of 1542.77, then I wouldn't be surprised to see a continuation to the next support level of 1523.18 and possibly even lower to the next support level of 1512. All right, next up is crude oil. As you can see, the price is still overextended after a strong sell-off. The most recent lower high has been broken in the 4-hour. We can also see long wicks around the support level of 57.90, which tells us about the rejection area. Also, notice how nicely the daily trend line is holding up. So I'm expecting for the market to enter into a corrective phase, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a pullback to areas 60.90 and also possibly 62.20. Just keep in mind that there is a key level at 59.30. So that means we need to see a clear break and retest of this area before continuation to the upside. If, on the other hand, the price drops below the support level of 57.90, closes below it, retests it, then I would see a continuation to 56.60. All right, let's have a look at AUDUSD. On the daily time frame, this looks like a head and shoulders pattern because we got a left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder. Also, notice this sell-off followed by decelerated movement in here. So if this was the first impulse and this is the second impulse, we can expect a continuation to the downside or the third impulse in the near future. The only thing is that we can't be sure whether this correction is over or not, and therefore we need to wait for the price to break below the zone between 0.686 and 0.684 in order to invalidate the structure. We would also need to close below this trend line and possibly retest this area before we can start taking sells. If this happens next week, then I would see a continuation to the level 0.680. At this moment in time, it's possible for the price to create a lower high point or a possible double bottom. After that, it's most likely going to complete the 1, 2, 3 structure. So 1, 2, and 3. by finding its resistance at 0.693 and possibly 0.695. Next up is EURUSD. Last week, the price came down to test the key support area of 1.109. And I think it's possible that we get a rejection here. So in my opinion, this is a great place to start looking for bullish reversal patterns to levels 1.116. And if we break above it, then to the next level of 1.12. If, on the other hand, the price drops below this trend line and closes below the zone, then we could see a continuation to the level 1.105 and possibly to 1.102. Next up is GBPUSD. We can see that the price is approaching the critical area between 1.297 and 1.292. For those of you who trades waves, you may notice that this could also be the wave 5, because we have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Also notice that overall pressure is still bullish and higher lows are being respected on the chart. So I think at this moment in time, we need to wait for more confirmation before choosing to be bearish or bullish. If the price breaks above the 1.308, then we might see a continuation to the next level of 1.316. And if we do break above this, then to the next level of 1.328. And on the other hand, if the price breaks below the zone, then it may go to the next level of 1.285. NZDUSD. Last week, the price created a false break around 0.66 level, and we're already starting to see the formation of a head and shoulders pattern. So if the price creates a lower high point right here, then we get our confirmation that the pattern is valid. In that case, I would be bullish to levels 0.6675 and possibly 0.672. If the price breaks below the 0.66 support level, then we might see a continuation to the next support level of 0.656. All right, next up is USDCAD. So we had a strong sell-off and a correction, and therefore last week I was looking for sells around this area. The price, however, started to consolidate and failed to break below the 1.3035 level. So if this is going to be the first impulse and this is the second impulse, then we can see a continuation to an upside to levels 1.310 and possibly 1.314. Please know that trading in this area right here would be risky, and it's safer to wait until the price breaks above the 1.310 level. If the price breaks below the 1.3035 level, then we might see a continuation to 1.298 and possibly 1.294. All right, USD Swiss. As of now, we can see a clear downtrend structure with lower lows and lower highs on the chart. I would like for the price to go higher and test the top of the descending channel. And if we get a reversal pattern around here, then I would be bearish to levels 0.962 and 0.958. For the bullish setups, we would need to break above the trend line and also above the resistance level at 0.972, with a possible continuation to 0.977 and 0.98. And finally, USDJPY. Notice how overextended this price is because it's been in an uptrend for quite some time now, and therefore is due for some sort of correction. This is the reason why I would stay away from taking longs for this pair, and I would be waiting for some kind of reversal pattern around here. And then I think the price may drop to 109.7, and if we close below it, then to the next level at 109.2 and possibly 108.8. So that is it for me this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like down below. Please check out our website at www.mytradingprofit.com for free trading videos, courses, and other cool stuff. I'd like to wish you a fantastic trading week. Don't forget to trade safely, and thank you very much for watching.